Stop. A rhyme reasoned from an old story, a tale of free will's first glory, not the first time a deity gets a little gory. Not a foray into blasphemy, just a lyric about the first and second human tragedy. If you believe, if in faith you can conceive, no reason is given that man was born into prison and lulled into believing it was paradise. No reason is written for the book's alleged scorn for women until this story of vice. Maybe the story is just a bad dream from a desperate king looking to shame his wife. As all things in the good book, it's worth another look. Ask why the sky boss forsook and created a devastated history of inequality ruled by murderers and crooks. When the hero's greatest deeds are to conquer and colonize, maybe it's time to reflect and realize the book has been used for generations to make the suffering of humans the dues for God's nations. Quote your scripture in context, and soon you'll question your holy objects. This poem was inspired by an old poem I wrote back in February 5th. This is one of the few poems I actually gave a title to, Genesis Rhythm. I don't know what I was thinking then. It was just after. It was still a year before Trump took office. So I don't know if I was in high spirits, but I was probably drinking heavily. I don't see what time of day it was posted. Anyway, the Genesis Rhythm. Snake in the garden, he's just the warden. Eat the fruit and know the truth. You were warned in your youth. Knowledge is power, and power corrupts. Abandon your lessons, but remember your cuts. Taken from the rib, made into a woman, born into a paradise, born into a prison. The Father is watching, but he's not helping. You're on your own to survive, be healthy. Bite the apple, know the truth. Try not to chip a tooth. Cast out, gifted with guilt. Passion and comfort begin to wilt. Turn your back on paradise, you have children to raise. Cain kills Abel, time to go different ways. Let's see how bad that was. I'm going to try and make a series of my shitty poems. Poems written on the shitter. No. A lot of my poems are written right after, I wake up from a nightmare. Instead of writing down what happened in the nightmare, I will just kind of try and channel that emotion into a poem. And nightmare doesn't always mean necessarily a bad thing. I think a nightmare is any dream that's hyper emotional that lulls you into this sense of reality, so that when you wake up from it, you're changed. You're emotionally distraught, whether that's good, bad, or just confused. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Maybe you're just the only one watching this. You know who you are.